Hey guys, Quantum FT back here again with another Apex Legends video. In this video I wanted to cover cross progression and pretty much everything we know about it, since we got some news from Jason McCord, a Respawn developer, a day or two ago about cross progression. Before I get into the news we got on it and what we know about cross progression so far, if you don't know what cross progression or cross save means, it's basically a feature that comes with games that have cross play across all different platforms. And Apex Legends obviously now has cross play, but unfortunately we still don't have cross progression, which can be really annoying, because what cross progression allows you to do is it allows you to play on a different platform than you originally started on, and makes it so your levels, skins, and all of that transfers over to the other platform instead of having to make an entirely new account and start from scratch, which is actually something that I've had to do. I have two different accounts, one for PC and then one for PS4. Each of them is a little bit over level 100, but I can't combine them or transfer over any skins that I had, so I had to start over entirely when I started playing PC. I'm sure many of you guys can relate to that feeling, or at least see why it's so annoying that we don't have cross progression yet. Well, technically there is cross progression between PC Origin and Steam accounts, but that isn't really as important as cross progression between all platforms, especially since Switch is going to actually have Apex in the next year as well as mobile. But let's get right into what we actually know. So earlier today, Jason McCord, the Respawn developer, replied to someone on Twitter who asked, "Is there any possibility of cross progression? My friends and I want to switch over to PC, but we don't want to lose all of our skins and heirlooms and batches." Which is where the dev replied saying, "Hey man, we hear you and know that people want it. I want it too. We can't talk about anything that hasn't been announced though, sorry." That's honestly pretty disappointing to hear, but it's not bad since he didn't confirm or say that it's never coming. There is some good news though. In my opinion, these other replies by Respawn devs on Reddit point towards the fact that although they can't talk about it yet, they are almost definitely working on cross progression. So about a month ago, a Respawn dev replied to someone asking about cross progression and said, "It's something we're very passionate about and we're looking at our options that we have available. It's much harder post-launch since users may have multiple accounts to merge or use, but it's much easier with Steam because it's at launch. We'll give an update when we have something to talk about." Then the same dev replied saying again about 23 days ago saying, "Cross progression is something I'm really passionate about adding to the game, and we're discussing our options and potential solutions. It's a complex problem, especially post-launch when people have multiple accounts already made on different platforms, but we have some really smart people thinking about it as we speak. Hopefully sometime in the future we can support it, but it's still early development." So that's pretty much all we know about cross progression currently, but based on that, it makes me think that cross progression is definitely in the works, but it just might take a while since, like the dev said, it's a complex problem. But in my opinion, I think it will likely come out with the release of Apex on Nintendo Switch later next year. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and also what level you are. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, click like if you enjoyed the video. It's been Quantum FT, and I'm out. Peace.